last semester I started to use two new technological tools that I thought were particularly innovative and added a lot to the classroom and also to teaching outside the classroom. And those two things are Google Docs and video podcasts that I put up on YouTube. Let me talk first about the Google Docs. Google Docs is a platform where multiple people can edit the same document at the same time. And what that really lends itself well to is collaborative writing inside the classroom. So I create a series of Google Docs that are blank. I break this class up into groups. They access these documents on their laptops, and the separate groups can work on their document, several students typing at the same time, and the edits are reflected on Google Docs in real time. Meanwhile, I'm at the front of the classroom, also logged in to Google Docs, and I can see all of the different documents that they're working on at the same time. And I can comment on them as they're typing, give them some real-time feedback. And if they type something that I think is particularly good that the whole class needs to see, I can put it right up onto the projection screen for the rest of the class to see. And that's paid a big dividend in the classroom, I think, because collaborative writing in the past, when I had people writing on notepads, it was difficult for me to monitor what was going on, and it was very difficult for me to show the rest of the class what a group had hit upon that I thought was a good idea. So Google Docs has worked really well, and I intend to keep using that. Now, another thing that I've been doing outside the classroom that I also started last semester was making short videos for my students to watch outside of class. And the feedback on that has been just fantastic. The students really liked it. I thought maybe they are going to resent having to do extra things outside of class, but that hasn't been the case at all. However, I've only done 2 videos for the entire semester last spring, and I tried to keep them short and very relevant to things that the students were working on at the time so that they would want to watch them. And I think for those reasons, because they were relatively short, they were packed full of information that they needed at the time, and because they were very topical, the students enjoyed watching them and told me that they got more out of those 5-minute videos than they did out of 4 hour-and-a-half long research classes. So I think that using the combination of Google Docs and making instructional videos for the students that I can put up on YouTube is a combination that really adds a lot of benefit to the students in the class and makes it easier for me to teach as well. As far as me personally, when it comes to using technology inside the classroom and outside the classroom, I'm interested in anything that's going to make my job easier, that's going to make it easier for me to convey the stuff that's in my head to the students and get it into their heads so they can actually start using the information and not just rote memorization. So yes, it has made a difference in the way that I teach, and I think that it has made it easier for me to do some things that in the past were hard. For instance, the collaborative writing in the past was more difficult than it is with Google Docs. It makes my job easier as a professor because instead of having to run around the classroom trying to see what they're writing on their notepads during collaborative writing sessions, I can just stand up at the front and monitor what they're doing with my computer. And so I think that that's a very real benefit for the professor. It's not just something for the students. There is a payback for the professor. Now, I'm very interested in using technology inside and outside the classroom, and these are just 2 ways that I've hit upon so far, and I'm still looking for more. I know they're out there, and as I find them, I intend to incorporate them in the class because these have been successful so far.